Abraham Lincoln once said, "This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." Hello, my name is William Hughes, and today I'm going to talk about one of the greatest presidents and speakers in United States history, Abraham Lincoln, and his well-known speech, the Gettysburg Address. Even though Lincoln did not have the best childhood, he went on to become one of the greatest historical figures of all time. I have extensive knowledge through research by reading some books and databases about him. Last year, I had the good fortune of visiting the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and that was an incredible experience. Today, I'm going to talk about Lincoln's early years, his personal life, and his professional life. But first, I'm going to talk about his early years. Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809, in Hardin County, Kentucky, in a one-room log cabin. Lincoln grew up poor and helped his family out on the farm while living on a frontier. He taught himself everything from learning how to read and write, and he lived with his parents and siblings during this time, and at age 9, he lost his mother, and that heavily impacted him. He tried to look to his father, Thomas Lincoln, as a role model, but he was disappointed as he lacked ambition and was lazy. Lincoln traveled by boat to New Orleans to the nation's largest slave market, and by looking at all that, he decided that he would not be a slave owner. Now that I have provided a summary of Lincoln's early years, let's talk a little bit more about his personal life. Abraham Lincoln met and married his wife, Mary Lincoln, in Springfield, Illinois. They went on to have 4 children together, but unfortunately, 2 of those children passed away before his death. Lincoln had a love for law and politics. He studied law intensely and became licensed in 1836 and passed the bar. Now that I have talked about Lincoln's personal life, I'm going to now talk about his professional life. Lincoln served 4 terms as the Illinois state legislator from 1834 to 1842, and served 1 term in the House of Representatives from 1847 to 1849. But Lincoln is most well known for serving as the 16th President of the United States from 1861 to 1865 during the American Civil War. Lincoln's famous speech was the Gettysburg Address, and he delivered it on November 19, 1863, and it was delivered at the Battle of Gettysburg as a statement of the impact of the Civil War in remembrance of the fallen soldiers. Unfortunately, on April 15, 1865, Abraham Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth at Ford's Theater and died hours later at Peterson House across the street. Lincoln's legacy is remembered in that he abolished slavery, and he had a memorial dedicated to him in D.C., and his face is on the penny and the $5 bill, and those are constant reminders for his legacy. The purpose of my speech was to inform you about Abraham Lincoln's impact as a public speaker. Today, I have discussed Lincoln's early years, his personal life, and his professional life. I ask you to consider this thought. Had Lincoln not been president, we probably would have never seen a civil rights movement, and Martin Luther King Jr. would not likely be a household name today. I hope you learned a lot about Abraham Lincoln and enjoyed this speech. Have a good day.